Hi, Cali. How are you?
Hey, Ginger. I'm good. How are you doing, hon?
I'm doing awesome. We are so excited to have you on and excited that you're on The
Oh,
Voice.
thank you for inviting me. It was really nice. Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
happy to be
Well,
talking with you guys and excited about everything.
well, yeah. I mean, it's an exciting time. I mean, we've been interviewing several people from not only this season but past seasons. The Voice reached out to us from Mark Burnett, and we've been doing some old seasons like Olivia Hinken and Brandon Chase and people from the previous
Yeah.
seasons. And we just did Biff Gore yesterday, which is on this season. On
Oh, I love
Is he
Biff.
not amazing? He
He's a trip. He's the best. He really is.
Well, oddly enough, he's
Yeah.
a family friend of ours. He did the wedding ceremony for my niece and nephew. He married them, and I DJ'd the
Are you
wedding.
serious?
Yeah, that was in like June. So it's been an awesome journey
Oh my
watching
lord! I
him.
bet it was nonstop.
Oh, yeah,
Well, he's got
definitely.
so much energy. It's always fun to be around him because even when you're tired or you're feeling down, he's just so uplifting. So
I
he was
know.
he and I stuck real close together.
Well, and he can high kick. I mean, not many men can
I
do
know.
that.
I taught him that, so just saying.
Oh, I'm
Just
going to
kidding.
tell him that. And
Yeah,
say, I'm
tell him
not
that I
even.
taught him everything he knows.
I was impressed up until now, Callie. Now I know it wasn't even his original move. So,
Listen, that's kind of what I do. I'm a trendsetter. No, I'm just kidding.
um,
Totally kidding.
is that why you have
Oh,
a
I love it.
hashtag unicorn? I,
I'm
s-
waiting for somebody to ask me about that. Nobody's asked me. I'm like, okay, what we did is, not everybody kind of got involved with that, but me and Megan Ruger,
mm-hmm,
Danny Moz, let's see, of course, Delvin. We
yeah.
all, decided that we would hashtag our inner animal. So Delvin is the lobster,
I saw that.
Megan's
Yep.
the peacock, I'm the unicorn, and Danny is the lion. And I think a few other people kind of got into it, but it was mostly just us. It was kind of an inside joke that we all did, but yeah, I'm a mystical creature.
Well, I think Biff
I
might
just
have
love
to be like
unicorns. I'm
a.
obsessed.
Yeah, I'm like, well, Biff might have to be like a donkey or something that kicks. It's got to be a kicking animal if we do have
That
him
is
do one.
awesome. Yes, he's the donkey.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. He may not like that
Oh, that's
reference though.
hilarious. Oh, he would love it.
Well, I love that
That's
you
so
did
funny.
that. That's so funny. Well, and I wanted to see more of your performance. I'm glad that your entire single is up now online, so we can hear the entire Black Velvet. So what I just I kind of want to ask everybody who's gone through this experience, and it's all there's a similarity, but there's a lot of different responses. What went through your mind when that chair turned around and you saw Blake Shelton?
I mean, it was one of those things where I was like, oh my gosh, I get to work with him. Or, I wasn't sure if there was any other chairs going to turn around, but I was so happy to see him because he's, I just feel very, like, he's kind of like my kindred spirit. And, I just felt overwhelmed with excitement. I was like, "Oh my God, I get to stay! I get to keep going on this." I was so excited. I was just like, but I really, the main thing was like, "Don't you screw up! Don't you
Yeah.
screw up!" If somebody turns around, and I just wanted to keep going with it, and everything wound up working great with in my favor, and I was just overwhelmed with excitement. I've been telling people that I have been performing since I was a little girl, and nerves are still an issue for me. I still get nervous, but I just go out there and try to, I don't know, just sing from the gut and just almost just kind of like a tiger just pouncing on something. I just want to go out there with all the force and might I have just to overcome those nerves. And it doesn't matter how many times I have gotten on stage and performed, and it doesn't matter how many people have been there, thousands of people in different venues. I could have never been prepared for anything like that stage in that moment. It was just incredibly overwhelming and exciting and nerve-wracking. And I think when you want something so bad, it kind of just overwhelms you. I actually got to see my interview
Uh huh.
last night, and a lot of things just kind of like popped popped back into my head of that moment, that experience, and it was true. Like, they opened the doors for me to go walk onto the stage, and as I'm stepping, I literally, every step felt like 1,000 pounds. I'm walking up there, and I almost just started crying.
I feel like I would fall. That would be my fear. I would be like, don't fall. That would be my first thing. Don't fall, and then don't mess up. I mean, first thing would be don't fall, because it looks like a very slick floor to me. I would be like, don't fall.
Oh man, I tell you what, the ladies in wardrobe really hooked me up with some really those sticky things you put at the bottom of your shoes. So if I fell, it would have been my own fault. But yeah, so I mean, it was just it was an incredible moment. It was gosh, I wish I could just relive it. And of course, I was disappointed that I didn't get to see my whole performance. But you know, I'm just happy I'm on the team and I get to move forward.
And people can purchase it. Since they didn't get to see it all, they can purchase it on iTunes, and they can get your entire performance.
I've been blowing it up.
Yeah.
I hope that people do take advantage of at least going online to iTunes. I have it set up on my website, and I think I've made it pretty accessible to everyone to at least go and listen to and download and enjoy. And I sure appreciate the support.
And what is your website so everyone knows where to go?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's www.calitucker.com, and if a lot of people probably don't know how to spell my name. Seriously, growing up, people always spelled my name wrong on all yearbooks, everything. So it's C-A-L-I, just like California.
I was going to say, just tell them it's the short name for California, and they start just start spelling Cali and stop at the I. Anyways, well, you know what? One of the things was, the same thing, this is so funny, the same thing went through my mind as it did Blake's, when he asked you about your aunt, Tanya Tucker. Or should I say Tanya?
I couldn't believe.
Is it Tanya? Does she go by Tanya?
No, she goes by Tanya.
Tanya Tucker. Well, I can remember, like, I'm old enough to where, like, I remember Stand By Your Man, like, growing up. I mean, I know her music from, unfortunately, I'm going to date myself by saying when I was a teenager, I was listening to her. So it is really cool to see. And, you look like her, too. I mean, you don't look exactly like her, but you're beautiful, and your fashion's awesome, whoever's working the fashion. I love what you were wearing.
So sweet.
Oh, it was awesome.
You know what? That was actually one of my own pieces, and it was really neat. I worked at I had some good friends here in Nashville that owned a boutique, and I saw that and I said, I'll have to have it. And I really was surprised that was something we picked to perform in. It was just beautiful. I felt really comfortable in it. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'll tell my aunt you said you liked her.
Oh, she's amazing. I'm from Texas originally, so my whole family grew up on her. So most of my relatives know who she is. That's so cool. And that song just was,
I always say I got Texas in my blood. I'm from Nashville, but I got Texas in my blood.
That's a very good thing.
I could be an honorary Texan.
You can. I'll give you. I'll go ahead. I'm a born and bred Texan. I'm going to give you that title right now. You're an honorary Texas member.
Thank
there you go. Ginger said it, and it was so. So I saw something really cool. You picked out one of my favorite ever people on The Voice, Will Champlin, to be behind like his events that he's doing. You're like helping him promote, like he's got a new single release coming out called Last Man Standing, and I saw that you're posting about that. You're going to go see him and like promote this?
Yeah, I want to go, support him, and I've actually never met him, but he's a fellow, Voice alumni, and I'm very, proud of what he's doing, and want to definitely follow in his footsteps of success. I have some good friends here locally in Nashville that work with him, and I got invited through them to come to this event and promote season 6 of The Voice and myself, as well as be behind him and what he's doing in his career. So I'm really looking forward to making all different kinds of contacts through this, and obviously Will's a great person to know, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him and listening to his record and help promote his new record and see where it goes. So I'm really excited. Yeah.
Well, when he did Etta James last year, I'm a huge fan of hers, and I thought, okay, he's gonna do Etta James, a guy, and I thought, oh, he's, that's gonna be hard to pull off, and I love Will, and then after he did it, I was like, I'm a huger fan than I even ever was of his. I think he's just his voice is almost not human. It's so good, and so I was like, oh, I was excited.
Well, I really respect it when people can step outside of, I guess, the box of what's normal and really take advantage of singing a song that maybe isn't really suited for him, and then make it his own. And I love people that do that. And I'm always surprised. I'm like, sometimes I like their version better than the original. Sometimes, most of the time, sometimes I don't know. But he's really got it going on. I like his style, and gosh, there's so many great performers on The Voice, and so many, and they're all so amazing. I mean, this is just a stepping stone for all of us, and I'm really excited about what's going to happen with me and all of my friends whom I've got to know, doing this whole experience. And it's all about hard work and dedication and honing your craft and figuring out exactly what you want to do and getting the right people behind you. And this exposure is invaluable, and you just have to really take advantage of it and use this momentum to take you someplace that you really didn't think you were ever going to go. And that's kind of me. I mean, I've always tried to make it in the music industry and do it on my own and not use the last name Tucker to get me anywhere. Of course, it really hasn't. I mean, I've had to get everywhere I am just based on my talent and my drive. So, it's really important for people to know that, even though I have a last name that's recognizable, and I'm related to somebody who has been very successful in the industry, that every step that I do, everything that I've ever done has been through nothing but blood, sweat, and tears, and really hard work and dedication to the fact that I want to be a performer, and that's really all I'm good at. I don't know what else I would do. So, I'm really headstrong when it comes to this, and knowing that this is what I want to do, and I'm just excited. You never know where it's going to take me. I'm just working hard, making sure I don't miss any opportunities.
Well, I think The Voice has something unique that no other show has, especially talent shows, because it's such a positive show as far as the way, I mean, they're coaches, they aren't judges. I mean, they critique you, but only for the fact that they want to help you, like you're saying, hone your craft and be a better artist and bring out the kind of artist you want to be. And even when they have to say no, they say it in a way that encourages them and tells them, what they're lacking, what they need to work on, but in a way that they don't walk away feeling defeated. They walk away, okay, I know what I gotta do now. And I think that's the magic. And there isn't any bad talent. I mean, it's just a matter of a little better than another person. I mean, it's all fantastic talent. Is there anybody that you personally like? Is there people that you're getting close to? I'm sure females. I saw a post, somebody tagged you in a post where somebody's tanning went wrong, like self-tanner.
Yeah, it might be in Lindsay Pagano.
Okay.
we were roommates, and I have a real bad obsession with tanning, and not like laying in the bed, but I carry around this spray tan machine, and it's only because I am so pasty pale.
I am too. Yeah, I hate it.
So I've been tanning since I was in pageants, since I was like 12 years old, and it's been this horrible, horrible obsession of mine. And the one night I was there, I overdid it a bit. And we took a picture of it. I thought it was so funny. I'm like, I got no shame. I mean, hey, we all have insecurities. That just happens to be one of mine. So. That makes
people more endeared to you, though. When they see people, especially in The Voice, there's such a family between the artists. It's less of a competition and more family members, and everybody's supporting each other. I mean, I see everybody tweeting and posting, check out my friend, Cali Tucker. Here's her new song, or they're like, everybody's supporting each other, and I love that positive family environment. And I think it creates a family environment at home. I have 2 teen daughters, and literally, for every season, and from the first season, that's what we do. When The Voice comes on, we sit down. It's almost like one of the forced family times I have with them. because one's a sophomore,
Yeah.
one's a senior. They're going, one's a cheerleader, one's in digital media, and they're like all over the place. But, I have a son in college. But like when we sit down as a family, to watch it, it's kind of, I heard Biff say, that when he used to watch it, it was kind of like a fantasy football league. And I feel the same way. It's like, we're going, okay, now this artist is going here. Oh, great, they got on this team. Oh, they got stolen. This, like it's like watching sports almost of voices. It's so exciting, and
it's
it brings people.
Games, but not so.
There you go.
Really, it's like the Hunger Games, but it's not. It's not that cutthroat.
Yeah, it's the voice games.
No. It's the voice games, yeah. No, I mean we're
it's
all
the unicorn games. I think the
unicorn games. Yes.
I think all of you need to get together and dress up like your inner animal and post a picture. You need to all, like, you get somebody that knows how to make fashion. They can get some costumes made,
Oh yeah. So get this. So Kaylee Glanton, she's on my team now. She was on Tuesday night, and her aunt makes these incredible, what do they call it? Like she makes like beanies, but for your head.
Yeah, my daughters wear those.
She made me what was it, crochet, or what is it called?
Crochet, yeah.
Crochet, yeah.
Yeah.
And she crocheted me, and I'm not kidding you. I'll actually put it up. I haven't taken a picture of it yet, but it's so funny. She made me a custom unicorn beanie.
Oh, that's
like,
so awesome.
From hand. It is insane how cool it is, like with the horn and everything. So I'll have to take a picture of that and post it up, and you can go look at it. But yeah, we all need to. I mean, Megan, she's got her peacock hair. And then,
yeah, that's true. And then
Delvin's
you got the lobster hair.
Yeah.
Got the red in it.
So we'll have to all get together and take a photo op on that one, for sure.
So bring out your animals.
For sure.
And so just, one last thing, like, everybody on The Voice has, different things that, inspire them and, like, help you be, I know you're talking about stepping out on the stage and every step being so heavy. What is, like, a center for your inspiration that kind of keeps you going, keeps you, not defeated, and keeps you going on to the next level, and in your music as well as The Voice? What is it that inspires you and keeps you going?
Well, it's a really good question, and the answer is that I have, since I was a little girl, always dreamed of doing this. I mean, I can remember, being very, very little, probably 4 or 5 years old, and I'd be on tour with my mom and Tanya, and I would be peeking out behind the curtain, watching them perform, and that was just such a magical time for me growing up, because I go, God, I just look at it. It was just amazing. The crowd cheering and the lights and the music was so inspiring, and as I've grown up and decided that that's what I wanted to do, this industry is very, very tough. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. And you have to have thick skin. And, if I could count every nose that I've ever gotten on, being a singer, I'd be if I had $1 for every time somebody said no to me, I'd be a very rich woman. And, you just can't. The thing that drives me are the no's. Is when people say, no, you can't do it. You can't do it. For all the no's, there's going to be that one yes. And it's about proving something to myself that, I am meant to do this. God did give me a gift, and I'm meant to share it with everybody, and I'm going to do it. It's a driving force that keeps me pushing forward and wanting to do my very best. And, sometimes you have great shows, and sometimes you have bad shows, and you have to pick yourself up and just keep going. And that's just what this industry is all about, is never giving up. And, just following your dreams, as cheesy as that is, it's true. I mean,
it is.
Like I said, if the no's are going to happen, they're going to happen. But as long as you keep rocking and you use that as energy and momentum to go, I'm gonna prove you wrong. That's just the kind of person I am. That's kind of the mentality that I was raised with. My family has been like that. Just very headstrong, women.
Yeah. That
when they have a dream, they just go for it. So I just keep pushing through the quagmire, and it was neat because I did get my one yes, and I'm real happy. I'm real proud of myself. For all the no's, I got my one yes, and that was really, really special. And I couldn't be happier to be on Team Blake.
Well, he's
awesome.
He's amazing, and I love your sound. It's country rock. I don't know. I think you could do some really incredible things with your voice, and I'm excited to see what happens in the battle rounds, and we wish you the best of luck, and we're obviously tuning in and watching it anxiously because we feel personally vested now in the voice and all these contestants. We've had so many amazing people on and talk to them and watch the journey, and so we're anxiously watching every time it airs and sharing, oh my goodness, this is what happened. We're just so excited that this is happening, and good luck with everything, and I pray that everything that you do is going to be a positive influence and a role model for younger girls that are wanting to be in the industry, and they need, like your aunt, someone else to look up to that was a strong woman in the industry that was able to keep following her dreams until she got that chair to turn around, or whatever their chair is, got that chance to do that.
And I have to say this. Any young person, guy, girl, doesn't matter. Any older person, guy, girl, doesn't matter. That's so great about this show, is that it doesn't matter how old or technically maybe how young you are. I don't know the cutoff, how old you have to be.
Well, Biff said he's the oldest contestant. Did you know that Biff is the oldest one? Can you imagine? I did not know that. Biff is the oldest contestant on this season.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
And he's like, and his poor wife went into labor the day after the blinds, and she told him, she's like, with their 6th child, no less. And he's like, I know it ought to be on autopilot by number 6, but still, you want to not miss your child's birth. But then his wife's like, stay there. We got to feed these kids and put them through college.
That
would be me too.
So is she. That's a great family right there.
It is.
All of them. They're really awesome people.
Well, we're so thankful that we, as soon as I, talked to you on Facebook, I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta interview this girl, and I thought, well, I didn't expect it so soon. I'm so happy you were able to fit us in, and good luck. We can't wait to start watching.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, and we'll be watching everything that's going on and help supporting, getting your music out there. And everybody download Black Velvet. She's got it up on iTunes, and it's Cali, Cali Tucker. So everybody download the song. Go to calitucker.com for more information on her music and everything that's going on in her journey on The Voice. Thank you so much, Cali. I think you're awesome and beautiful, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen on The Voice.
Oh, thank you, hon. I appreciate you having me on, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.